Hello, in this video we will see sales planning with SAP Analytics Cloud based on data acquisition connection to SAP Sales Cloud, formerly known as SAP Hybris Cloud for Customer. Territory target planning is top-down planning on level of territories and sub-territories. We are now in the overview of territory target planning. Here one has an overview of the revenue breakdown by territory. The territory planning steps are listed here. It is also possible to navigate to employee quota planning from here, which we'll come to later. To set the target revenue baseline, previous year's actuals can be copied over as the baseline for the current year's target. Please note that a deep copy is made, hence the distribution in levels of territories and other dimensions are also copied, as you see there. A comparison of actuals and targets is always available. Here we see it for the current year as well as the previous year. After I have copied over the baseline, it is possible for me to change this value. So I say that I increase this by 10% from last year. Coming to seasonality setup, it is possible to spread the target based on quarterly or monthly seasonality. So I could say that I spread by 30, 20, 20 and 30% the target plan. For a quarter also I can spread the values on a monthly level should I like. Target revenue can be allocated to product groups based on the share of each product group and its distribution across territories. An allocation process should be triggered to achieve this. As you see now, currently the target is allocated to territories but not distributed for the product groups. I will run an allocation process to distribute the target to product groups as well. I select a predefined allocation process to do this. As you see now, allocation has been done to product groups. After setting up, targets can be refined on a monthly granularity for all or selected territories. Additionally, targets can be refined for product groups on a monthly level as well. I'm going to filter on a territory and change the target for a month. Should you like to set the targets based on other dimensions, that's also possible. You need to go into the edit mode. To select your desired dimension, for instance, customer or country, etc. Help is available for each process step if needed. We will now look at employee quota planning, where a sales manager plans quota for the team. Navigation to employee quota planning is also possible from Territory Target Planning Overview page. In the overview of employee sales quota planning, the team's performance and other relevant charts are shown. Let's look at the planning steps. Target planning is taken as the baseline for quota planning, but the territories and sales units available are restricted based on the access assigned to the sales manager. I take my target and assign it to the quota as a baseline. Then I can increase the quota as needed. It is possible in the screen to transfer quota for a set of employees from one sales unit to another for a given time frame. Quota planning can be refined on a monthly basis for individual employees. Here I am increasing Peter's quota by 10% for a month. Subsequently, it's also distributed across the product groups. Just like I showed for target planning, in quota planning also, planning can be done on different dimensions. I also have the possibility to add a new employee to the quota planning. It is possible to create input tasks and share private versions of your plan with responsible team members. I will not go into details for that in this video. Since we have all information about the quota and actuals, we are able to simulate quota coverage also in SAP Analytics Cloud. Let's go to the quota coverage simulation tab. Here we can do the quota coverage simulation based on selected territories, sales units, customers, and time range. Here we see the current situation. So I see my quota coverage is currently at 60.4%. Using simulation parameters, I can simulate quota coverage by changing the assigned quota and or adding additional sales force. Since there is usually some ramp-up time needed for new sales force, ramp-up efficiency is also provided as a parameter. Based on the simulation results, I get a rough estimate of how many new employees need to be added to a sales unit to get a desired quota coverage. I can go back to my planning and add placeholders for new sales employees and allocate quota to these positions. Thank you for watching.